What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Rowdy Player One channel. I am Rowdy, and today we have got the TBR for January. And yet again, we're bringing back the Wheel of TBR Destiny. But before we do that, I just want to say, hey, next week, this coming up week, basically, it's Christmas. So hope y'all have a fantastic Christmas. You get all the presents that you want, all the books you want. Just have a great time with your families, and I hope all goes well. So be careful traveling too, because roads are crazy at this time of year, and I hope everyone has a fantastic holidays. But before we begin the wheel, I have a buddy read that I will be doing with Scott from some other character, and I don't know who all else right now while I'm recording this, but I know there's more people. So Scott, me, and more people. We are officially starting, and you can too, because I know I've mentioned it a couple of times. This year will be the start of the Dark Tower series. At some point this year, sometime later in the year, summer or fall, whichever one, I don't know yet, the new series comes out on maybe HBO. I'm not really for sure. I haven't paid attention to it. I just know coming out with the Dark Tower series, and we are wanting to read the books to be caught up, and then we're going to try to read the whole series. So the plan is we're going to read one book every 3 months. So it'll be 4 books this year, and next year is four. So there are 8 books in the series. So it's going to be a 2 year a 2 year progressive book reading challenge just slash journey. That was a lot of words. Anyways, so we're going to do that. First one, obviously, is the Gunslinger. So the Gunslinger is read in January. It will be on one of our channels for the live. But if you would like to read this, please do so. Come join us in all of this. I think it's going to be an awesome time. I'm hoping these books are good. Some people love them, love this series. Some people hate it. Stephen King's magnum opus. I personally will be reading a lot of the books in between. So, like, I know Salem's Lot is a part of it. I've already read it. I've got it. I've got Insomnia. And then there's 3 or 4 others, I think, maybe 10 others. I don't even know. But I'm going to try to get those read in between where you're supposed to read them at. That is my plan. You do not have to do that. You can just read them and just do the main 8 if you want to join us in it, and that's totally cool. So come hang out with us at some point. I will let everybody know when that is happening. But first book on the TBR for January, The Gunslinger, book 1 of the Dark Tower. Now, as we have all that in, let's go to the Wheel of TBR Destiny. We have, just like last year, not quite, last month, we have got book from my Kindle. So the deal with this one is I can only read the book if I do not physically own it or do not have it on audiobook. It is only on my Kindle. So that's that one. We have a Stephen King book. So if I'm not, satisfied with only reading The Gunslinger, I'll pick something else up that I have with Stephen King and get it read. Obviously, if you watched my previous video or two, I've kind of put out my priority reads for 2026. Stephen King's on it, so it'll be one of those. Then we have a standalone book. Obviously, it's self-explanatory. It's a book that's a standalone. You got it. A classic book. Oh, speaking of standalone, last time I kind of double dipped because I'd said before that I wanted to read more into historical fiction. Well, I picked up The Women by Christine Hanna. So it's historical fiction slash standalone. Boom, just like that. Anyways, classic. Got to read a classic book. It's in the progress. Historical fiction. There we go. That's another one. Christian fiction book. Got to read one of the books that I have in the Christian fiction genre. continue any series. I really want to hit this one so I can definitely read Lightbringer so I can be prepared for Red God whenever it comes out next year. Just saying. Horror book, obviously, any horror book I'm allowed to read. Novella, those are always good because they're short and sweet. Indie book, so any indie book I got on my shelf, I can get it read. And back to book from my Kindle. So, how we're going to do this, I'm going to read or spin the wheel 4 times. If it lands on the same thing twice, I will not do that. I'll do something else. I'll spin it again. But get those 4. Once I get them picked out on what I'm going to do, I'll come back and let you know what they were. And then we'll discuss on maybe the reading order or something. We'll figure it out. So here we go. First we'll spin will be, drum roll please. That was, I think, right in the middle. We'll spin it again, try to be fair. And I moved it, I think, as well. So let's see what this is. That is historical fiction book. Excellent. I'm writing these down in case you're wondering. Fiction. Go again. Might be another Christine Hanna. Don't really know. We have a bunch of other stuff as well. Classic. Okay. Getting sophisticated on us this year in January, starting it off right. Next one's going to be a novella. Excellent, excellent. Big novella guy. They're short and sweet. You can't beat that. And the final one will be a standalone. Awesome, awesome. So, all right, standalone. All right, so what I'm going to do now is find what I'm going to read along with the Gunslinger, and then I will be back in literal seconds for y'all, probably hours for me, because I've got to have blood, sweat, and tears to determine what books I'm going to read next. So here we go. Okay, we're back. This took forever. I don't know what to do. So I think I've got it figured out. This is my plan for now. Obviously, first book, The Gunslinger by Stephen King, of course. Buddy Reed. All right. Next up, because I'm crazy, we're going to go, the standalone is going to be The Green Mile by Stephen King. So I've had these forever. It's time to get this read. Hopefully it won't take forever. But 6 little books. So I like how that's broke down. I can knock out 1 or 2 at a time. So we'll see. So The Green Mile is the standalone. The novella is An Inkling of Flame by Z.B. Steele. I've heard this is one of the best novellas ever. So we're going to see. I have, what is it? I have Whispers of the Storm as well of his. So if this is awesome, and I think it's part of that. So short and sweet. Looking forward to it. And finally getting to read some Z.B. Steele, which I hear he is awesome. And he's basically better than Joe Abercrombie, is what I've been told. But, we'll see about that. What are we doing? Historical fiction. Historical fiction. We're going to go back to Christine Hanna and go with The Nightingale. This is about a woman and her husband. He goes off to basically the front lines of 1939 France, and at that same time Nazis invade France, and pretty much a story of that, which sounds really cool. I hope it's awesome. I really enjoyed The Women, which is from Vietnam, so why not continue along with another Christine Hanna book? So, and then finally, the classic. This is big. We are finally going to read The Count of Monte Cristo. Or The Count of Monte Cristo. I always say Crisco. I don't know why, but Cristo. big, huge book. Obviously, pages. Look at that, top to bottom, and they're tiny. This is going to take a while, so we'll see how it goes. So hopefully good. But so here we go again. We've got classic, The Count of Monte Cristo. We've got historical fiction, Christine Hanna's The Nightingale. We've got a novella, An Inkling of Flame by C.B. Steele. We've got Standalone by Stephen King's The Green Mile. And we've got the Buddy Reed, The Gunslinger by Stephen King. That is the January TBR. Hopefully it will get done. If it doesn't, that's okay, but I'm going to try my hardest. And if you want to read along with me, that's more than fine. You absolutely can. I'm planning on having a great time doing this, and I hope you will join me. Let me know in the comments below, what is your plans for January to start this new year off. Mine, of course, is a lot of Stephen King, which can never be bad. And then go from there. But if you would, leave a like on the video. Comment below what you're planning on reading in January. And if you're enjoying this content, please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. But other than that, y'all have a great day, and God bless.